Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your January 2020 general reading. So first of all, very happy birthday. So much energy going on. So Venus is going to be in Aquarius, the Sun's going to be in Aquarius, Mercury, Saturn and Jupiter. So just about most of the planets, okay? I am not sure astrologically the significance of February, and actually what I'm going to do, if you don't mind, is just actually look at the tarot and keep my astrology a little bit separate. I tend to do my astrology more with the private readings when we bring in the birth chart. So you got two cards. So the stocks, this is news coming your way. The stocks tend to bring some sort of news of a new life chapter. Okay, so if you think of the old cliches about, you know, about news of a baby being delivered or a new job or some sort of new life chapter, quite an exciting card, because it's clarified with the letter, and this card for some reason is bent. This is about correspondence. This is, both cards are representing news coming your way. Okay, so there's news of something new, basically. And where on earth is my tarot cards? Give me a minute. Sorry. So this is news of a new chapter unfolding, some sort of, something's being delivered, essentially. Some sort of important information is coming your way. So I think I have to look at the cards to find out where this is. So it could be a new job, a new house move, some sort of new chapter unfolding. I do find with the stocks it tends to be something quite exciting, actually, which would be wonderful for anyone watching who wants some sort of new exciting chapter to unfold. And yous that don't, I'm not sure how we're going to get through 2021 without not having a new chapter unfold, to tell you the truth. So let's have a look where this is falling. One more shuffle, more cup. So what's this going on for Aquarius? What is this new chapter? So you get the World card, complete ending of one cycle, with the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is almost this, it can be a card, I mean, it's a card of peace. So look at her, she's got a gold blindfold on. She's gone into a reflective inner space. It's with the World card. So the World card is a conclusion of a chapter. It's a very powerful card, the World card. It's called the Master card. So it's like some big huge cycle here. So that it could be an inner process, it could be a decision, it could be to do with work, has completed yourself, has completed itself, and you're ending the month with a great sense of completion and this great pause. So tell me what's going on here. So what you want is the Justice card. The gift is the Five of Wands, which is the evolutionary energy. This is the energy that promotes change, and it's helping you get the Justice card. So the Justice card, it's Libra. So Libra rules our relationships. It also rules grace, it rules balance, but most particularly this is about our relationships. It can be a legal situation. The challenge is the Nine of Wands. So relationships, we've got the Queen of Swords showing up. Money and work, we get the Chariot. Six of Swords at soul level. What is going on here, guys? And the Ace of Wands at the end of the month. So I need to clarify what you're looking for, because I think this is about relationships. I think this is about some sort of balance, some sort of equality, equilibrium, manifestation in your relationships. So tell me why you're looking for the Justice card. One card to clarify what the Justice card is about. So yeah, it's with the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is feeling and desiring the Libra. This is about desiring equality in your relationship. So with the Three of Swords, some of you might feel separate from someone. That's what the Three of Swords can be about, feeling a little bit of disconnect. Because I think what you seem to be looking for here, Aquarius, is connection. I don't know why. I don't always pick it up that way. I guess it's Venus. It's our Venus return. And when our Venus return happens, the theme tends to be about relationships. Now, what's helping you get the Justice card is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is a card that creates change. Not everyone loves it because it tends to be like, it quite often manifests as a little bit of stress. But if you're disconnected from someone and what you're seeking is Libra, you're seeking this connection, then the Five of Wands is going to be this little bit of stress that makes you do something to achieve what you're looking for. So if we don't have the Five of Wands and we don't have cards like the Tower card, they get such bad raps, but nothing actually changes until we're pushed into making a change. Okay, so it's this Five of Wands that's helping you get the Justice card, which is helping you get this Libra function, which is about relationships. I know it is. So tell me what the Five of Wands is about as the gift. Yeah, it's with the King of Cups. It could be a person, water sign person, or this is about your emotions. So wanting the Justice card with the King of Cups, with the Five of Wands and the Three of Swords, means there's either distance in a relationship, okay, or there's a feeling of disconnect. And by the looks of it, Aquarius, from an evolutionary point of view, you've had enough. You want things to move, and you want them to move now, okay? Now the challenge is the Nine of Wands. So Nine of Wands can feel like it's a little bit of a defensive card. Why is the Nine of Wands a challenge? The Hermit card. Two nines as a challenge. Because what you're looking for here is Venus. You're looking for some sort of connection, some sort of separation to be resolved. This might only be for a few people watching, can't do anything about it. But the challenge of the Hermit card and the Nine of Wands, so this could be the other person not quite dealing with things. Yeah, it could be you, Aquarius, having to put a few boundaries down because of the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords stands for the truth. That's what Aquarius stands for. The truth shall set you free. And for some people, it's taking this stance that's creating this evolutionary energy, and it's creating this energy either to create change in your own life or change in the life of someone that you're in relationship with or you want to be in relationship with. Sometimes the Queen of Swords is like, she can be like quite a tough love. So that sort of thing is, I love you enough to say no. I love you enough to say no more. So sometimes it's about putting boundaries down, because maybe the evolutionary force of the Five of Wands manifests in quite a stressful way. Now, because it manifests in a stressful way, it is because it's desiring change. But when we resist the energy of the Five of Wands, it is when things get pretty tough, guys. Now, I don't know if it's you resisting it or is someone you're in relationship with, sorry. But there's some sort of it's almost some sort of disconnect here. But anyhow, let me carry on and I'll see if I can find a resolution. The Chariot in money and work. Absolutely wonderful card to have. It means something is moving forward, which is fantastic. In our natural zodiac, Neptune's in the second house of our natural zodiac. And I think it's been retrograde forever. And then it went stationary for about 2 months. It's beginning to move forward. So you might find within your work, within how you make a living, what you do in the world is beginning to move forward. Saturn in Aquarius is really asking us to make our mark in the world, to try and bring something into the world, okay? And it doesn't have to be massive, it just has to be our own unique signature. So some of you, that might be what the Five of Wands is for some of you. It could be this force, and you'll feel it because you'll feel, oh, I'm discontent, I want to do something. That's how the Five of Wands might appear. But I can't help feeling for most of you it's more a relationship energy. For some of you it's not. But the Five of Wands for the Chariot is, I want some change in my life. And there might be this energy. So sometimes the Five of Wands appears as discontent. I'm not content with what I'm doing. But what that energy really is, if we actually honour ourselves, is the process of evolution here. And the evolution seems to want to happen in your, how you make a living, what you do in the world, your work. Now, you've got the Six of Swords at soul level, transition card. I think that Six of Swords is something to do with these cards. I need to find out more what this energy is about. Now, I'm going to run to the outcome. Ace of Wands, fantastic outcome. Passion, yes. Taking action, very Yang card, and moving out into the world. I have no idea. There's some, I think for some of you, this is clearly a relationship dynamic, okay? And I feel there's maybe some sort of disconnect, some sort of, maybe there's a distance, okay? And that's what's going on here, because when you want the Justice card, which is Libra, and the Challenge is the Hermit, so they're both very, very different cards. And the Five of Wands is this card of pushing for some sort of change. Now, some of that change might come from when you're being in your Aquarius energy, it's about being in the truth. Sometimes Aquarius represents that sort of, yeah. Sometimes this sort of I don't want to use the word tough love, but you know, that sort of enough energy. There needs to be a resolution here now. I think that's sort of what's going on for some of you. Can you tell me why the Queen of Swords is showing up in relationships, please? Yeah, Two of Wands. This sense of uncertainty about not knowing what's ahead. So why is the Five of Wands the gift then? Why is this force of evolution the gift? See, I like the Five of Wands as the gift because it means there's change happening. It's not going to be the most comfortable change, but I would equally argue that's probably going to be the case for most people, okay? There's tension in the air. I think no matter where you are in the world, there's a little bit of tension in the air. So why is the Five of Wands the gift? One card. It's with the Three of Cups. So this is about the release of pressure. The Three of Cups is about joy. The Three of Cups is about celebration. Now, there's some sort of, there's a force that's pushing you forward, okay? Now, when you think of childbirth, you can think of a card like the Five of Wands. It tends to be some sort of pushing energy that's pushing for change, pushing for celebration, pushing for joy. And I think that's definitely manifesting in your finances. I think there's a little bit of a mix mash. Is that the right word? Is that even a word? In your relationship dynamics here. Yeah. And I'm not saying I'm not saying it's bad. There seems to be a distance. Yeah. Now what's the Ace of Wands about is the outcome. Because that's a lovely card to have, is the outcome. It's with the Magician card. So being very, very, very empowered. So full of wanting to manifest, wanting to create new chapters, all the aces, being very, very empowered to move forward. Now, that is definitely showing up in your life's work. And I think the challenge for you this month, there's some sort of division in your relationship dynamics. Now, again, it all depends where you are in the world, okay? I think it's either a state of distance, so being separate physically. For some people, you're separate because of you've hit a brick wall emotionally, which happens. That's part of our relationship dynamics. For some of you, you're dealing with someone who's resistant to making a change, which is the Nine of Wands. Okay. So how would you advise Aquarius to deal with this process then? Okay, so you get the Lover's card. Give me a minute, I'm going to try something. Oh no, so this is like, oh my gosh, this is a complex reading. But I think it makes it more complex when you're trying to make a general reading for everyone, but there's something to do with a relationship dynamic here. And I really hope I don't have to do this for everyone, but I'm going to have a little look at what's going on with this dynamic for you. So you're the Two of Cups. Now the other Knight of Cups. So it's not the emotional dynamics. it's about a distance. Look, 3 of Wands. And they are, yeah, I'm sorry, I promise you I didn't mean that. So it's not the foundation of the potential for the relationship. So emotionally, you're the 3 of Wands, which is waiting, guys, okay? I mean, the 3s are all very expansive cards. But it's traditionally waiting for some sort of news, and they have the Devil, which is not a great card. Then you get the 3 of Pentacles, which is a nice card to appear, because this is the potential to work as a team, to work together, to pull your energies together, which is really, really, really what brings resolution. But why are they the Devil then? One card. Because the Devil card can feel quite when it turns up emotionally, it can be, but emotionally it can turn up as quite an emotionally rigid card, so calcified, like not, it's like the Lover's card turned upside down, so something's got itself a little bit stuck. I like the 3 of Pentacles though. Yeah, with the 4 of Cups. So staring at the cup, but not doing anything about it. So what's the 3 of, what comes after the 3 of Pentacles then? This is quite a tough situation to be in, Aquarius. It's sort of almost like the foundation of how you both see the relationship is great, but emotionally there doesn't feel like a lot of movement going on. The 3 of Pentacles is a hopeful card because it's trying to work as a team to resolve a situation. And then the Queen of Cups, which is about connection, you know, 2 people coming together, trying to share their emotional connection. Then you get the 10 of Cups, which is a concluding card. So this is the rainbow after the storm. This is about something coming full circle. But between me and you on the relationship energy, February looks a little bit tough, guys. It doesn't look like, and even though the foundations are there, the emotional realm doesn't seem to be moving very much. But the possibilities there is to, a 10 of Cups is the rainbow after the storm. It's about something reaching quite a happy conclusion, okay? But I think there's quite a lot going on within your money and work, which I really, 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 really like. Again, you get the Magician and the Emperor card. I am and I will. These are both Aries cards, okay? So Aries is the first house. Aries is I am and I will. Yeah, so it's this very, very self-orientated that sets its goals and it goes forward to make something happen. That seems to be where the energy, so the best way to do anything, so it's like there's doors open for us, and the doors particularly seem to be for you around your career, very focused, very, very driven. Relationships look like, it's almost like there's a distance, and that distance, if it's not physical, it might be emotional, it might be not seeing eye to eye. I don't know why if a person's in the Devil card emotionally, our emotions need to flow, okay? Then we need to be vulnerable, we need to be open, and the Devil card can be feel quite calcified, not letting in, not allowing vulnerability. So being maybe even shutting you out a little bit. I think the potential at the end of January is to find some sort of resolve, but the doors that are open to you, you get 3 major arcana showing up around your place in this world. What we do, I mean, it's our relationships and our work, isn't it? Really, essentially, that's who we are. And, well, not, that's really, really important things in our daily life. What seems to be open for you is your work. And this is my reading because I am an Aquarius. It's like, that's where I'll direct my energy to, because the advice around your relationships is the Lover's card. So you're not getting the Death card. You're not getting, oh my gosh, walk away. Actually, quite the opposite. You seem to be getting the message that to connect, to be there. Yeah, I asked again, and you got the Swans card. But it doesn't look that particularly easy, your relationship dynamics. In fact, it looks like, I mean, the UK, we're in lockdown, so we're all separate, but it almost looks Aquarius everywhere are in a form of lockdown, or feeling a little bit separate. But the messages really are saying about not giving up. Sometimes the Queen of Swords might be a little bit of tough love. Not everyone loves tough love, but I thoroughly recommend it personally, especially if something has been going on for a very, very long time. Hugely complicated reading, Aquarius, actually. I do read for a few of yous, and I do see the dynamic very, very clearly playing out. I think the overall message is there looks like there's a lot of uncertainty around your relationship dynamics, but the message is really about not giving up. If you need to put boundaries down, then put those boundaries down. Yeah? Because we treat ourselves like precious objects, and then we get treated like that back. But don't give up. And the door that's wide open to you is around your career, your place in this world, your sense of direction, your sense of personal autonomy and authority. And it looks like there's a lot of breakthroughs around that area. Aquarius, I don't know. Mid-monthlies, not 100% sure yet. I have no idea what's going on. But I thought I'd try and do something for the world. I think we could definitely do with a mid-month reading. And the links to my website are below. And so much love to you guys. Bye.